Good morning. Our group consists of Devina, Regina, Vania, Felicia, and Winnie. We will present a paper entitled Expressing Cytosolic Pyruvatate Hydrogenase Complex to Increase Pyruvate acid Production in Saccharomyces cerevisiae. This is a table of contents. Background. Saccharomyces cerevisiae is a cell factory to produce fatty acids and their derivatives as biofuels. Improving fatty acid production can be done by the regulation of fatty acid metabolism by deletion of enzymes and genes and redirection of carbon flux by expressing PDH complex. However, one concern with PDH expression is the redox imbalance. To balance the redox, GAP-N from Streptococcus mutans was expressed and GPD deletions was performed. This is a strategy to engineering the fatty acid production pathway. Objective. The objective of this research is to investigate the effect of expressing the cytosolic PDH complex on FFA production in yeast strains with deregulated fatty acid metabolism and optimized cytosolic redox balance.
The method of this research: first, construction plasmid and strain. All yeast strains are constructed using Kitty or CRISPR, and for gene integration and deletion using electroporation method. The 6 genes of PDH are from Enterococcus faecalis, and codon-optimized GAP-N are from Streptococcus mutant. Second is media and cultivation. E. coli strain were cultivated in LB medium, and for yeast strain was cultured in YPD or SCURA medium. The third step is measurement of biomass and extracellular metabolite, including glucose, ethanol, and glycerol. The fourth step is extraction, measurement, and analysis of FFA, and the last is quantification of intracellular NADH or NAD+.
Now we will explain about the result and the discussion of the experiment. We will start with discussing the result of the expression of a bacterial PDH complex to increase the acetyl-CoA supply. In the figure 2a, it can be seen that the presence of PDH complex helps increase this FFI yield. This happens because PDH allows more production of acetyl-CoA, a precursor needed to make FFA. The result of 2a, however, did not indicate whether PDH able to affect NADH burden or not. In the figure 2b, the result shows that PDH complex also helps the yeast to utilize energy more efficiently, thus inducing faster cell growth and simultaneously faster ethanol consumption rate. This all happens because PDH able to produce acetyl-CoA along with NADH, thus easing the reaction process. In the figure 2c, the result indicates that the PDH complex was not able to utilize NADP plus as cofactor. This is because the PDH complex were specified to only using NAD plus as cofactor. From the figure, it can be observed that only mutated PDH complex with LPD gene that is able to utilize NADP+. However, this mutated strain does not necessarily produce more FFA. It even reduces it because of the enzymatic activity loss when PDH is mutated.
The result from the expression of a bacterial PDH complex to increase the acetyl-CoA supply in the fourth figure shows the increase in the unsaturated FFA ratio might also indicate the functional PDH that resulted in cytosolic redox changes because it increases the NADH yield. In the balance of cytosolic redox factors for FFA production, shown in the first figure that the deletion of GPD1 and GPD2 reduce glycerol accumulation, decrease growth rate, and increase rate of FFA/OD, while GAP-N expression resulted in reduced glycerol accumulation because it enforced the G3P conversion to 3PG, it improving impaired growth, and it also increased the total FFA production. In cellular redox homeostasis, NADH had to be low because it can result in glycerol accumulation, while NADPH had to be high because it is needed as the cofactor for fatty acid elongation. Thus, the balance has to be maintained by GAP-N that resulted in the increase of FFA production. GPD1 and GPD2 deletion results in a decreased growth rate because it does not produce glycerol, so the glycerol cannot be used as a carbon source.
As seen in the figure, GAP-N expression leads to increasing saturated fatty acid ratio. This indicates the possible redox changes of NADPH redox couples and or NADH redox couples. On the other hand, GPD deletion does not affect the unsaturated saturated fatty acid distribution. We will now discussing the result from free fatty acid production with combination of cytosolic PTH and cofactor engineering. Based on the diverse combination of the treatment, within PTH, the regulation of enzymes, GPT deletions, and GAPN expression, PTH7 produce highest total FFA production. If all treatments combine, it will result in ability to produce glycerol and improvement growth rate from GPT1 and GPT2 deletion. However, FFA production also decreased, which may be due to supply competition. Application of PTH will help increasing the ratio of unsaturated fatty acid, while GAPN will induce more saturated ratio. Based on the result, if the PTH and GAPN combined, unsaturated ratio was highly increased, thus implies higher influence of PTH than GAPN to redox changes. Low NADH and AD plus ratio, which was seen on higher unsaturated fatty acid production, is originated from PTH and GAPN expressions that supports the production of NADH and NAD plus.
Conclusion and recommendation. The regulation of fatty acid metabolism enhances FFA accumulation. The expression of the PDH complex from Enterococcus faecalis bacteria in the yeast cytosol enable efficient acetyl-CoA provision with low ATP cost, thus improve FFA production. Rebalancing NAD and NADP redox couples improve FFA production in PDH expressing strains. This observed from the strain PDH7 with the regulation of fatty acid metabolism, PDH expression, and GPD deletion to self-imbalance redox achieve the highest level of FFA production. Future research is necessary to find the most effective FFA production which combine increased cell growth and high yield of FFA. This is the reference. Thank you for attention.